Well, hello, it's Alex from the future. And so I made this video a while back, and it was actually a video of one of my largest hauls. It's so big that there's 4 parts that I'm doing. This is the 3rd. So it's really big. And I really hope you enjoy and watch this entire thing. I get really tired as the video progresses, so I start getting really loopy and silly and saying some weird and funny stuff. So hopefully you watch and stay to the end. Big reminder, if you ever want to donate a movie to the channel here, and I will review it, I will give you a shout out, of course, and I'll put it in one of these videos and whenever I do a video in the future. Of course, you don't have to do it, but there is a link down below for the Amazon wish list, and you can add stuff to the cart or take stuff out of the cart, and it'll still come to me. So if it's not on the wish list, you can add what you like. It's not 100% necessary. I just offer it to those who ever want to do it. Big shout out to Resolution. He supplied pretty much every single one of these movies in this video. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I hope that you and your family are doing amazing. But on with the show. You're not going to believe what we got in this haul. It's continuing. If you haven't seen part 1, check out part 1. If you haven't seen part 2, see part 2. All of them are going to blow your freaking mind. So let's get into it. All right, guys, so I took a little bit of a nap in between because I was getting a little tired, but we got a whole bunch more. We got some more directors, more TV shows, more singles. There's a bunch of stuff in here that I think you're going to really like, and I'm going to try to get through all of it in this last video, but we'll see how it goes. So first up, we got 2 movies from George Romero. Now, I've gotten other ones from this person, so we got The Amusement Park, which is one that a lot of people didn't really enjoy too much on Shudder. It's a very different George Romero film, and it was one that was never actually finished. And then George Romero's wife, post-mortem, she actually got this movie made and put out and finished for the audiences to see, because we of course always miss George Romero, and I'm glad to own it. This may be one of those ones that actually may be pretty hard to get later on. We got Night Riders, which is another George A. Romero, which is sort of like a post-apocalyptic sword and sandal kind of movie, but with motorcycles. It's actually pretty fun, and there's some pretty big name talent in this movie as well. It's Tom Savini's in here as an actor. You've got a bunch of other people, really, but I haven't seen this in forever, so I don't want to speak ahead of myself, but I'm glad to have it. Now we have films by Andrei Tarkovsky, which I'm going to be experiencing a lot of this stuff for the very first time. Super excited about it. It's not going to be like the most action-packed films in the world. These are a specific taste, but I wanted to go through them because I wanted to know what it is about his films that people are so in love with. I've known Stalker, which is an acquired taste, and we have some other films that he's done as well.
There's no great ones.
Starting with a film by Andrei Tarkovsky, which is Mirror. Now, I don't really know too much about this, but I'm definitely going to be checking it out. If you guys know about it and you think I should watch one of these first and you have seen all of these, let me know. I would like to know where to kind of begin. Just remember, I've seen Stalker and one of his other movies that I have too. We also have Andrei Rublev, which is a Tarkovsky film. This is the Criterion release on Blu-ray. Yeah, both of these are the Blu-ray. We also have his Nostalgia, which is hauntingly beautiful in 4K, by the way, which looks really fantastic. These movies do look really good. We also have Ivan's Childhood, which is on Criterion from Andrei Tarkovsky, which looks very German, 1920s style fucking, filmmaking. Just some of the stuff in there, I don't know, right on the front just gives me those sort of impressionism vibes. But it's from 1962. And it's all in black and white. We also have The Sacrifice on Blu-ray from him, 2-disc set. You May find yourself moved as you've never moved before. And that is the end of the Tarkovsky and George Romero. Now we have a little bit more of a modern guy who I'm kind of building in the collection here. I think I got pretty much everything that he's done. There's a few things that I need to get. About a guy on a lawnmower. I can't remember if I got that one or not, but you'll see. David Lynch. This is the Blu-ray of Eraserhead. I've been a David Lynch fan for a very long time. I think one of my first ones was when I saw Lost Highway. It was like my first one, and then I started going down the rabbit hole on all of these. Eraserhead is a particular movie. You really got to get into it. But technically, I know I say Lost Highway was my first one because it's the one that I recognized him as. But The Elephant Man was actually one of the first movies I ever saw of his. And this was one that my drama teacher actually wanted me to act in, and I got to be the Elephant Man in class for just, a day. And she really liked what I was doing as the Elephant Man. This is a really good film, by the way. It should never have been as good as it is, but David Lynch really took it seriously. And man, what a great film. I need to rewatch this ASAP. We got Mulholland Drive, which a lot of people say is better than Lost Highway. I beg to differ, but I'm gonna rewatch them. We'll see where it lands. This is the 4K of Mulholland Drive too, so super excited to rewatch this. We also have Inland Empire, which probably one of the more acquired taste films that he's done, that a lot of people really did not know what they were getting themselves into after all the other movies. They thought they knew David Lynch, and then they watched this. This is definitely one that is very different. It's got like cricket heads and all kinds of weird shit in it. But David Lynch is an anomaly. We also have this David Lynch, The Art of Life, which is also a Criterion release. It's really just a candid look into the man's life and just how, obscure and odd the man is and genius that he is. Some people hate him because he's so thinks he's smarter than everybody else. I really don't think that's how he is. I think he's just very peculiar, and that's just David Lynch, man. I remember getting into an argument about him back in the day because he was like, oh, he's just weird for weird's sake. And it's like, I don't think so. You just don't like him, and that's fine. Anyway, we got David Lynch's short films. This has the Grandma, the Alphabet, and a bunch of other ones on it. It's a Japanese release. I just wanted to have it, and I was in my list when I put it up for Amazon, so.
I can tell you my dog is always with me.
Up next, we have one of my all-time favorites, which is Wild at Heart. This is a fantastic Nicolas Cage freak-out movie, Laura Dern movie. There is so many fucking great performances in this movie, and it is brutal, raw, and it's all done to The Wizard of Oz. Willem Dafoe is probably one of his creepiest roles that you will ever see, and I love this movie through and through. It's literally one of my favorite films. I think I like it. Probably my favorite film of all of David Lynch's, but we'll see. I need to rewatch them. And then last but not least, we have David Lynch's Dune, which I personally prefer over the new Dunes. I know that's sacrilege for you Dune heads, but I personally found both of them to have a very lack of personality and stuff in it. But out of the two, I think David Lynch has put a better stamp on sort of the artistic style of this. Even if it isn't your favorite thing, you still have to appreciate what he got done in this. And I personally like it. I think it's, this is one that's grown on me over time. And after seeing the new part one, which I was kind of bored to tears over, this one still hails as number one. I know that's controversial, but I need to see part two. I just wasn't in a hurry about it. I have more in my collection. It's not everything. It's just he's filling in the pox. Up next, we have another director who is famous in Japan. He has done a lot of really body horrific stuff, including Tetsuo, the Iron Man, and that is Shinya Tsukamoto. And I got this box set in the mail, which includes Tetsuo the Iron Man, Tetsuo 2 Body Hammer, The Adventure of Denshu Kozu, Tokyo Fist, Bullet Ballet, A Snake of June, Vital, Haze, Kotoku, and Killing, all in one glorious set. And man, super glad to have this. You know, this guy's a master in a lot of ways. A lot of people, I don't know if everybody appreciates it as much, but they always talk about Iron Man. So Tetsuo Iron Man. He's done a lot of other movies, and I'm going to go through the stack of the ones that I was given. So let's check it out. We got Hiroku the Goblin. Very weird film, not as practical effects as everybody thinks it is, but I am definitely looking to rewatch this. It's a Mondo Macabra film, so I'm super excited to check this one out. I've been wanting to rewatch this for many, many years. It's been forever. Nightmare Detective, the unrated version. This is the Dimension Extreme, which there is a sequel to called Nightmare Detective 2. It was also called something else. These are trippy, and I'm looking forward to watching those very soon. We also have Gemini, which is a movie that I think I might have seen before, but I don't remember exactly what it's about. We also have one that I never even heard of, which is Fires on the Plain by Shinya Tsukamoto. And then to finish it off, we got Tetsuo the Bullet Man, which is a continuation. I think it's the third one in the franchise of those movies. So definitely glad I got these. All right, this next batch is a type of film by the name of The Blind Swordsman. You may recognize that for those of you who know. It is a Japanese series and franchise of this guy who is a blind swordsman that wanders around and is one of the best swordsmen in the world. And he is blind. And there are like 27 movies that are dedicated to him, and a TV series and all this other stuff. Katsu Shintaro did the original. He is very popular. His brother went on to do the Lone Wolf and Cub series. They're like a big family of actors. And, well, Resolution got me the Zatoichi series, which, my God, dude. This has like 25 films, a documentary, and everything. It's insane. This is the Criterion release, which they also did his brothers, the Lone Wolf and Cub series. But there's just so many movies, like, what do you do? But yeah, check this out. Like, you know, hardbox, just beautiful artwork on it. These are movies from all the way back in the 50s and everything like that. There's this beautiful book that comes with it that goes through every single one of the movies. You know, Zatoichi Goes to the Fire Festival, Zatoichi and the Fugitives, Zatoichi Challenged, all the way up to number 25, Zatoichi's Conspiracy. And the final chapter in that, which is Darkness is His Ally, Zatoichi. And The Blind Swordsman Zatoichi, which is Takeshi Kitano, a Beat Takeshi used to go by, directed and acted in this film and also produced the film. So they got the whole thing. And just look at this, man. Like, this is crazy. Like, got like 3 movies on each one. You know, a bit of artwork in each of them. I'm like super excited to go through these. I love like a lot of cinema, and I really just want to be a well-rounded reviewer for the things that I like and just watch things that I've never seen before. I like finding stuff that no one ever talks about, and that's my thing, you know. And unfortunately, because no one ever talks about these things, my videos don't always get the most amount of attention, so I have to find ways to reach you guys, and sometimes doing a haul like this is it. Thank you, Resolution.
Outstanding.
All right, continuing a franchise that there was a couple of things missing that he needed to kind of fill in the box. We got Highlander 2, which was the one that was missing from the Highlander pile that I got before. And apparently there was an anime called Highlander: The Search for Vengeance, which I didn't even know about. So I'm kind of curious to see what that's like after watching all the movies. All right, up next, we got One Missed Call Trilogy. Now, Christina and I did a podcast on all three of these movies. These were very difficult to make it through for most average viewers. These are not movies that everyone's gonna love. On the outside, there's gonna be some really cool things that are in it, and it gets really bizarre and really heavy wording. And it is one of those movies that the more you pay attention, the more rewarding these movies are. But it's essentially about a girl who gets a phone call and then she dies. It's a curse movie, but they're way more bizarre, way more weird, and get so much more like Junji Ito style, like weird. But yeah, this one gets really, really heady, and it's a little hard to follow for most non-Japanese speaking people. So it is definitely not easy to watch, but I think there are some value in these. And I think it was like the first and the third one we liked the most. I can't remember, but they're all a little different. Oh, and Takashi Miike did the first one of this. It was like considered to be one of his first horror movies. So, and bring your grandparents, your mom, and everyone in your family. All the little kids gather around for the Faces of Death collection. Yes, if you think that life's been difficult lately, well, we got parts 1, 2, 3, and 4 from Gorgon Entertainment. Gorgon Video. But yeah, this is the entire collection of all the movies on DVD. I have the first one on Blu-ray, so it's kind of cool to have the rest of these. I don't really see myself watching these anytime soon, or when I'm in a good mood. I don't know, these are not the best, but sometimes for the sake of being a reviewer, you have to go down that rabbit hole and just experience shit that nobody else wants to for their pleasure. Up next, Luz, which this is the Cuckoo director who did that movie Cuckoo. This is the movie they did before it that I actually like quite a bit. If you're a fan of Cuckoo, and not a lot of people were, but some people were, that movie tonally changes a lot in the movie. And this is pretty creepy and weird and different too, but I like what they're doing. And I wanted to have this movie, and I put it in my Amazon wish list, and he obliged. So thank you. Ooh, this one's a good one. This one I have been waiting to watch for so long. It's such an incredible film. And I remember watching all of the movies because there's a sequel, and I think there's a remake that was also kind of decent, but nowhere near as good as the first one. And I got the fuck you fucking edition, which thank you, man. This one hurt when I saw it and I didn't have the money to get it. So, which I don't have money to get any of these things. So thank you. But yeah, that's The Hitcher. And man, oh man, this is quite the set. And I love that they do this with the card, by the way. Second Sight put this one out, but they put this thing out, man, and holy fucking shit. There is just lobby cards, 2 books. You got the screenplay, all the lobby cards, an entire book, hardbound, by the way, which this just looks gorgeous. Rutger Hauer, one of the best B-movie stars who just lit up the screen. He was fantastic. One of the best actors for genre cinema that you will ever have seen. Rest in peace, brother. But yeah, this is the entire set in 4K, and it also comes with, the Blu-ray. But man, what a beautiful set, dude. Like, this set is just ridiculous. Second Sight is like, they're nuts, man, with their sets, dude. Let me tell you, one of my favorite sets is the Dawn of the Dead set, and it has everything that you could ever want in there. And this is no different. Beautiful set. Cannot wait to watch this. up next, we got another one from Peter Weir, which is The Truman Show, which I just did a weekly watch list where I watched The Last Wave, which he did this movie as well. This is actually a really good Jim Carrey movie. I really like it. He's very capable to act. And this was kind of a weird movie. It was kind of an in-between movie for serious and comedy, but the messaging in it was really good. And to have it in 4K is just awesome. Holy shit. Look at this blast from the past here. Dennis Leary, The Ref. Would Dennis Leary's comedy be able to exist in this world today? We all loved a lot of his comedy and his comedy CDs. And he starred in this movie called The Ref with, look who's down there. Kevin Spacey. Judy Davis. Pretty fun movie. I haven't seen it in a long time, but a guy comes to the house. This couple are having problems, and he comes to rob them, and they sort of solve their problems through him robbing them and keeping them hostage. Up next, we got a favorite of a lot of people that back in the day, this was like one of those movies that had the like soundtrack. The song in this movie, when this girl runs, it just sticks in your head. I don't know. It's a really good movie. I actually really like it. I haven't seen it in forever, but yeah, it kind of reminds me of like the Killing Zoe movies. It's a French film, I think. I'm not 100% sure. It always reminds me of Luc Besson, and so I added it with Luc Besson's Kamikaze. Yeah, he did this movie. It was like a production of his that I've never seen this, but it came out, and I think Kino Lorber did it, right? But they put out a version of this, and I thought I've really been wanting to check it out, and I just like seeing all these like different movies. But yeah, so I don't know what that one's about exactly, and I didn't even know this one, but Subway with Lambert, Christophe Lambert. The Highlander himself. It's got Isabella Adjani on it, and it's a Luc Besson collection. It's a film by him I have never seen, so I've got my work cut out for me on this. All right, so this is a nice box set that a lot of people really wanted to get. It's a lenticular too, which is House LLC, the complete collection 1 through 4. Now, I remember liking the first one and the second one, and a couple of in between I am a little gray on. I don't remember a whole lot, and I don't know if I saw the third or I know I didn't see the fourth film, but I can't remember if I saw the third film. It'll be good to go back down this rabbit hole and check it out. This is the Blu-ray set from Umbrella J-card that for some reason I can't let go of or will throw away, and everybody so gleefully does in their videos. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's got like this little lenticular thing going on. Pretty cool. So we got House LLC, House LLC 2 and 3, Abandoned Hotel and Lake of Fire, and the last one, which just came out not too long ago, House LLC Origins, The Carmichael Manor, which I heard was kind of back to basics, and is the first and the fourth one are like the best, but I don't know. I haven't seen them at all, so I'll have to judge that on my own and tell you what I think of this whole thing, and we'll do a video on it sometime in the future. I don't know when, but it's here. We also have another franchise that we're going to be talking about. Kind of finishes off the whole thing here. We got the Predator 4K 4-movie collection franchise, which has Predator 1, 2, Predators, and The Predator. Not Prey, because I already have that one anyway on 4K. We got the AVP, the Aliens vs. Predator double feature, which has parts 1 and 2, which I am a fan of the second one over the first one. And a lot of people hate me for that. And you can go screw yourself. I think it's fun. I don't care about the characters, and it doesn't matter because I just wanted the aliens to eat them and shred them on Earth. And it looks beautiful. Pumpkinhead, that's right. The man who is a curse that is a man that curses other people with their own pain? I'm not really sure. It's been a while, but I remember this one, the first one being the best of the franchise, but this one's on 4K, of course. But we also got Pumpkinhead 2, Blood Wings, Get Your Wings, and this one is actually kind of an expensive DVD, by the way. But it is Pumpkinhead Ashes to Ashes and Pumpkinhead 4 Blood Feud. So they get progressively weirder, obviously, and not everybody's a fan of them. But if you're a collector and you're someone who loves to add to my collection, well, Resolution did. So thanks, buddy. Another franchise? Are you kidding me? And this one is A Nightmare on Elm Street 4K with the Dream Warrior cover, or the Dream Warrior Freddy, some people say. They're not really 100% sure, but if you look at the top, his sweater's frayed and there's different things about him. I haven't watched this yet. I've been wanting to rewatch this. I got the entire collection as well on one of my other hauls from Resolution, so we have that. And we also got Nightmare on Elm Street remake. The guy who played him from The Watchmen is not at fault for this movie. It was the writing. They didn't do anything really super different, and the stuff they did different kind of pissed a lot of people off. But for what it's worth, I still like to watch this every now and then. Up next, we got another franchise, and this one has had some rocky days too. And that is The Exorcist, which I got the 4K from Warner Brothers, the 100-year one here. And great film, obviously. I love this. Get your wet vacs out for your possession friends, because they're going to piss on the floor.
Do it! So just do it!
How disrespectful, Alex. Up next, we got Heretic, Exorcist 2, The Exorcist, The Beginning. We also got The Beginning and Dominion, the prequel to The Exorcist. I can't remember which one comes first, to be honest with you. And then one of the best movies ever made, The Exorcist Believer. Talk about legacy characters making the movie so much better. Here it is. But you know what? It still had me going in the beginning, and you add it to your collection because it's part of it. You do it.
Do it!
All right, and then we got another set of stuff. This is actually a TV series, not just a TV series. It also made movies and specials, and it's been one of the longest running TV shows ever, and I never thought I was going to ever own it, but here it is. South Park, 1 through 5 season, 6 through 10, 11 through 15, 16 through 20, 21 through 25, and 26. Jesus. Amazing show. Love it. And we also have the 4K of South Park, bigger, longer, uncut. The original first movie. Post C-word. The specials. Two special events, yes. We also have Streaming Wars, which has 2 special events. And then South Park Joining the Panderverse special event, which these are all fantastic. I like South Park still. I know a lot of people don't, but I do. I think it's kind of needed in a world today. So it makes us laugh at the world that it is. Okay. All right. So I'm trying to figure out whether I try to cut this one short and then have another one, or make a really big episode. But I think I'm just going to make a 4th episode, so you're gonna have to tune in. But I do have a little bit left to go through, and these are TV shows. One's a British one, one's a pretty popular horror themed one, or serial killer one, and one is from the guy who did a lot of TV series, and I have pretty much everything that they've done. So we're gonna go through that right now. First up, we got Big Train, and this is a BBC TV show with Simon Pegg and quite a few others, actually. And I watched some of it, and it's actually pretty funny. I didn't open it, of course, but I looked up on the YouTube to check it out. This is seasons 1 and 2. I've gotten quite a few British TV series. I've watched a lot of BBC. I've watched a lot of TV series that they watch over there. There's a lot of really great stuff, and I don't doubt that this is really funny too. So up next, we got a serial killer set, and not just any set, but everything that Dexter has ever been. And that includes The New Blood, which I didn't even get to see, and I kind of fell out on this series, but I am willing to go back down the rabbit hole on this. This has everything. You can see here, they're trying to promote the new stuff to get people to buy the old stuff. It's got 106 episodes over 3 hours of special features. So the complete series on Blu-ray. And yeah, I'm fucking stoked. Never thought I would own this ever. Another TV series that you're just going to be like, okay.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
And this one is a big one. This is a series that I used to watch a lot in the 90s. It was something I used to watch at school. I was in school, I think. But yeah, this has been rerun and done a lot. My buddy Jason and Callie, who were doing Sinister Cinema reviews, has been going through each and every single episode and like telling their thoughts about each one. So gotta give it to him, man. That guy is a fucking beast. They are beasts. But yes, this is the X-Files. The 60-disc, 218 episodes set with loads of special features, deleted scenes, documentaries, features, special effects sequences, interviews with Chris Carter and cast, gag reels, implanted memories, 25 years of the X-Files, which is a documentary. Holy shit. These are like a compendium, look at this shit. And like, man, what do you do like with this set? Like, how do you condense it? It's just so many. 60 discs? That's a lot. Anyway, thank you. I'm gonna have to do something with that, and maybe I'll have to. I have a new thing that I'm gonna be doing that I think you guys will like and will appreciate. So it'll be a surprise, it'll be fun, and it'll be something I can do for fun, for you guys and just talk about. Okay, so along with the X-Files TV series, now I don't remember which of these came first, but yeah, we got the movies right here. So the one that came out later, they did the episodes of, I think, and then the movie, I think, also. So I don't really know. I'd have to check this out and see where they fall in line with the whole thing. But I think they are. One came a movie after all of the seasons, and then one was a movie way later. But yeah, I got the whole freaking shebang. Now the guy who wrote it, Chris Carter, who did all of the X-Files series and a lot of TV shows, have mimicked the X-Files, including Evil, which we watched the TV show and enjoy and like the formula of Evil because it has like a continuing story, but it also does separate stories in each of the episodes. He also did other shows like Harsh Realm, The Ultimate Mind Game, which is a series about VR, virtual reality or something like that. There's some pretty crazy stuff in this. It says seductively mystifying fantasy and reality mixed freely in this show. Includes 6 episodes, never aired on the network TV. It's a 3-disc collector's edition of everything. So this didn't even get fully aired, and it's got all the extra episodes in there. I'm kind of curious about that. And then we got Lone Gunman, which is from Chris Carter as well. Not really sure about this one. I don't remember anything about this one, but I don't doubt for a second that it's actually pretty good. We'll be checking that out eventually at some point in time. But yeah, so that's everything for the third. Yes, there's going to be a 4th part. I'm sorry. It's just what we have to do because if I do too big a video, YouTube will bury the damn thing. The algorithm won't pick it up and put it in people's feeds. So I hope you understand. I'm very grateful for all of these things, and I like sharing them with you to talk about them. So I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. Join us next time for the Neverending Haul Part 4 and see what we got there because you're not going to believe it. But thanks for coming by, and as always,
Long live the void.